The pilot of an aircraft who sacrificed his own life to save a school during the Second World War is to receive official recognition. Flight Lieutenant Robert Coventry steered the aircraft into a field near Gloucester to prevent the plane colliding into the classrooms. Steve Nibbs has been talking to the daughter of one of the survivors.
With the engines of his Bristol Blenheim having failed, Flight Lieutenant Robert Coventry steered the plane away from the busy school at Quedgeley before crashing into a field where he died. Also aboard, Sergeants George Wilcox and Jackie Lane, who survived. With the plane on fire, Sergeant Wilcox kicked a hole in the side of the fuselage and was rescued by a couple from the local dairy.
Mrs. Cartwright at the time had a pair of dressmakers' scissors in her hand and came running out with them, and she was able to cut the uniform off my father, which was actually on fire, and save him from being very badly burnt.
George lived a long life, only passing away 2 years ago at the age of 102. And now the bravery of the pilot who saved his life and that of the children of the school is to be remembered with a major commemoration and unveiling of a memorial stone next spring.
We've been in touch with the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight to get a flyover. Weather permitting, we will have a flyover. This guy was so heroic, words can't explain him. He was so heroic, and he must be honoured.
This has all come about because Jonathan Cale, whose auntie was at the school 80 years ago, told the story recently on social media, and soon the groundswell of support for Memorial took off.
It's just become amazing, and I think a memorial would be really fitting to show the bravery of Lieutenant Coventry and the rest of the crew and what they've done that day to keep that plane airborne, as I've said, potentially avoid the school here and save lives.
Whilst in the convalescence hospital, George Wilcox met his wife. Without that meeting, Hilary, her brother, their 5 children and 7 grandchildren would never have been born, and they welcome a memorial to Robert Coventry, who saved so many lives that day.
After all this time, and I really think that the pilot should get the recognition that he deserves, because he was very brave to do what he did.
Steve Nibbs, BBC Points West, Gloucester.
Now from